Hey everybody, I'm going to wait just a minute, and I know a bunch of you are planning to join tonight to see how I make the beach tumblers, so I hope you can all find the video okay. I'll get a few things set up here while I'm waiting for you guys to come on. Hopefully you can find the video okay. Okay, I'll go ahead and start. Let's see. Okay. Well, for those that wanted to see, I made this beach tumbler the other day. Looks like waves. I've been wanting to try this technique now for a while, and I finally just kind of made the plunge and did it, and it was really fun to do. I like this spot right here. Yeah, cool. And then the bottom part here is just some glitter. Awesome. All right. Hopefully you guys can find this video. Okay, so I'm going to mix the epoxy while we wait for a few people to come on. Okay, so let me show you what I'm going to be using. I use these little Dixie cups I found just at my local CVS. These are what I use to mix my epoxy in. So we're going to need these. I use 4 for the colors, because you're going to have 4 different colors. And then I use these 2 to just kind of mix the bulk part of the epoxy. Popsicle sticks. Can't have enough of these. You're going to need 5 total for those. And then your paint colors. So these colors I got at Michael's. This one is a royal blue. So I tried to go with the blue shades that you would find in the waves. So I got a dark blue. This one's a little bit lighter. It's called Island Blue. This one's called Robin Egg Blue. It's pretty. It's kind of like a, it's almost like a minty, but it's pretty. And then a white. So the white we'll use to mix a little bit in with the clouds and for the waves. You're also going to need glitter for your sand. Now you could, I've seen in different videos on mine, like right here, you could get a tan colored epoxy and excuse me, tan colored, listen to me, it's late guys, it's been a long day. A tan colored paint and use the paint instead down here of the glitter. I just kind of like how the glitter does it. I don't know, I like the look of it. Kind of makes it look a little bit more like sand to me. And for girls, it kind of girls, makes it girly. I don't know, personal preference, but anyways. But for the glitter, I use the Recollections Gold. And again, I found it at Michael's. I actually found a big pack that came with, I don't know, maybe 20 of these little sample size jars, tons of different colors. So this was in there. Okay, and oh, one more thing I forgot. Okay, sorry, forgot my one thing. All right, this is the last thing we're going to use. This is a alcohol ink, and doing this cup was actually the first time that I used it. It's Pool is the color, and it came in a 3-pack with some other colors, but you're going to use that. Now you don't have to use this. It really just depends on the look that you're wanting for your cup and the colors of the waves and the oceans. I use it because I like that it gives it you know, I kind of use it down in this area because I like how it makes the water look a little bit green. more like a tropical kind of look versus just the blue. So personal preference, you don't have to use that, but I just kind of like the look of that. So that's that. So let's go ahead and mix some epoxy. I'm almost out of these. Hopefully I have enough. I have another bottle, but still. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and mix equal parts, and I'm going to put do a half and half, which will make a full cup of one of these. I knew a bunch of you wanted to watch this video. Hope you can find it. I was going to do a Facebook Live video, and then I decided to go try the YouTube Live, but I don't know if you guys can find it easily, so hopefully, otherwise I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself. Okay. All right. Okay. So this cup is halfway full. And I'm going to go and mix the other part. All right, so we have equal parts of A and B in there. Okay. So you're gonna go ahead and just mix it up, and then we'll separate it and add our colors. If you've never worked with epoxy, you're gonna make sure you get exactly equal parts. If you have more than one than the other, you might get a tacky or sticky cup. So you don't want that. So make sure you scrape everything that you can out. Okay. And you go ahead and mix it. Just go ahead and start pretty slow. Man, nobody's finding this video. I will talk to myself then. This process here takes, I don't know, 2 to 3 minutes, something like that. Where is everybody? Okay. Once the mixture is clear, then you'll know it's ready. Almost. Okay. Make sure you're scraping all around the inside there. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is you're gonna get your cups and kind of just line them up. You're gonna put a little bit in each one of the epoxy that you just mixed up. Oh, I see one person on. Maybe some people are finding the video now. Okay, so we're gonna put just a little bit. I'll kind of show you how much. I put just a little bit more than to cover the bottom. That kind of makes sense. A little bit right here. And a little bit more right here. Okay. Okay. So now you probably can't see it, but it's literally maybe that much in each cup. You don't need a lot. Now, for your paint, you also do not need a lot. You don't want, actually I'm going to add a smidge, just a smidge more. I want to make sure I have enough color. Okay, there we go. All right, okay, so for your color, You don't want to add too much because you don't want it to be like a clay mixture. So just go ahead and dip your popsicle stick. That. All I did was dip it, and then you're going to go ahead and mix that in. You can kind of see. All right. Next color. Okay. Popsicle stick. Dip. And mix. Make sure you mix it up pretty good. You don't want clear streaks in your paint there. It's a pretty color, huh? Still talking to myself, aren't I? All right. So we got those two colors. We're going to go and put these over here to the side. All right, next color. It's such a pretty color. So pretty. Remember, you don't need a lot of paint. A little bit goes a long way here. You could just use the 2 colors. You could use 3 colors, 4 colors, whatever colors you want to add in. Whatever color you want your ocean to be. Okay. And last but not least, our white. The white, like I told you before, we're going to use for a little bit on the sky and a little bit on the waves. Now the white, because it's not that dark of a color, you want to add just a little bit more of the white coloring than you did with your blues. That way you get a true white and it's not showing up clear. Don't add too much though, you don't want clay. Okay, I can kind of see. All right, so we're going to set these all to the side. Paint. Here's our main cup of epoxy here, and now we're going to get our cup. Okay, forgive me, I don't have that much room to work with these. Okay. All right, can you guys see that okay? Drip pan. All right, so what we're going to do first, the only thing I did to this tumbler is I spray painted it white. It's a 30-ounce Ozark tumbler. Okay, so to your white tumbler, you're going to add the epoxy. Make sure you get good coverage, get it all over. Oh, these glows are too big. This turn I actually found on Amazon and I love. My other one is a little bit too fast for my liking, especially for projects like these. And this one has an on-off switch, which is awesome. Obviously costs more than it would to make one, but it was all ready and came right out of the box. So if you have any questions, let me know below. You can also find me on Facebook under Carly's Creations too, so you can always message me through there, ask me questions through there too, whatever's easier for you guys. You want to make sure you get it on there nice and smooth, get all the way to the top. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to let that spin for just a second. Get out any ripples that may be there. Okay. Like I said, make sure you get all the way to the top. Sometimes it'll start to kind of come down a little bit almost. You want to make sure your entire cup is coated in the epoxy. I keep seeing little spots that are not coated. Okay. Alright, there we go. Okay, so I think we got out all the ripples there. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the glitter first. Now you don't want to add too much. I only go up just a little bit. Your glitter will start to travel and go upwards. So if you put it too far up, then it's going to be too up far in your water. Okay, I'm going to go up just a smidge more. And you'll start to see here in a minute, it'll kind of start to very slowly make his way up. Its way up, not his way up, jeez. Alright, it doesn't have to be even, that's the glory of it, because it's supposed to be sand. Alright, so now I try to get some on the bottom. Actually, I'm going to take my other glove off here. And kind of just shake it all along the bottom. Okay. Alright. Glitter stage is done. Alright, now the fun part. Ready? Re-glove myself up here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and start with my darkest color, which is our dark blue. We're going to use this mostly for the sky and a little bit in the waves. So what you're going to do, make sure it's all mixed up nice and good. You're going to get some on your stick and you're going to drizzle it anywhere you want on top. Does not have to be perfect. You don't want it to be perfect. You want it to look uneven all over the place. As your cup turns, the epoxy is going to move, which will then give you the swirls. Okay? All right. This is where it's fun, so you get to feel like an artist. Well, I do anyways. I don't know about you guys, but... Okay. So I still have some blue in there. I'm going to put that aside right now. I'm going to go to my next darkest color. I'm going to do the same exact thing I just did. Get some on your stick. I'm going to go just a little bit under the blue. The dark blue. Make sure you don't get big clumps because then it's going to make a bump in your tumbler though. Nobody wants a bumpy tumbler. Okay, so this one I'm going to start to bring down a little bit more. You can kind of see the sand start to come back up a little bit here. Okay, a little bit more. See some white spots. See, isn't it fun? Okay. All right, Ready? Next color. Okay, so we're going to go to the lightest of the blue. Make sure it's mixed up really well. And again, same thing. So we're going to bring this one all the way down towards the sand here. Do you have any questions? I don't even know if I can see if you comment with the way that my phone's turned. I don't know. Somebody say something. Let me see if I can see it. Okay. All right. There's that. And I have a kid coming out. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our dark blue. And we're going to add a little bit more. I don't want a whole lot of the white from the cup showing. So I am going to make sure that I get the coverage that I want. There. Now it's all up to you. If you want some of the white showing, let it show. Okay, so now I'm going to bring my blue, I'm going to swirl a little bit of it down here. I do want to mix a little bit of my dark blue into the waves, not a whole lot, just a little bit. I want to mix those colors in just a smidge. Okay. I'm going to stick up here because I want this to kind of be more of the dark, more of the sky look. Get some up above the rim there. Your cup's not going to look like this the whole time. You'll kind of start to see as it turns, it will start to swirl. I think mine took, you get a glob, just kind of smooth it out. I think mine before took maybe like 3 or 4 hours, and I started to kind of notice a big difference. And you're just going to keep doing this. You're going to mix all your colors. And if you want to do a marble cup, you're going to do the same exact concept, just different colors. Add a smidge up there. Wherever you feel that you need the color, if you want a little bit of dark down here, if you want a little bit of light up there. Okay, we're going to go to our lighter one. That's our lightest one, actually. I'm going to pull some down here by the sand. I'm going to mix a little bit of the light up with some of the medium and the dark. Just think about it. If you've been to the beach when the waves crash, it's not all one color, right? Especially if you're in tropical areas, Hawaii or Caribbean, you know. Okay, so I have just a smidge left in my cups. So what I'm going to do now is we're going to give my white a little bit of a stir. Okay, now you're going to get your alcohol. Alcohol dye, mind you. You can have the other alcohol later. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to drip kind of in random spots where I'll want some of that green to show. Like I said, you don't have to do this, but I like how it kind of gives like an aqua color to it. All right. Again, it will not stay like that. See how it's kind of blotched right there? It's not going to stay like that. Okay. So we're going to go back. I'm going to add a little bit more of the dark. I'm going to mix just a smidge, just literally a little bit with the... Okay. So I do want to bring some of my dark down here into the light. And we're going to mix some of the white in there too. So I'm going to actually save that. A little bit more of this guy. All right. So now we're going to get our white. Mix it up really good. Okay, so for the white, I'm gonna add just a smidge. I keep saying smidge, I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit to the top here. I mean, literally a little bit, because my cup's already white and you can already see some of the white through it. I just want to mix just a smidge. All right, okay, all right. So now, this is how you do the waves. So you're gonna get it on your stick and you're gonna do a circular motion. On this cup, I do it kind of right where the lip or the little bit of a bump is. Lots of circular motions. You want it all uneven. Again, think about it, you know, when the wave crashes. It's kind of the vision you want in your head. It's a little stringy, that's because of the paint. That's why in the beginning, remember when I said don't add too much paint? That's why. And again, that's not going to be the final product. It's not going to look like that. It's not going to stay like that. Don't worry. Okay. I promise this is going to be really cool looking. Okay, so I still do have a little bit of white in there. I'm now going to kind of play around with some of my other colors. If you like it the way that it is, you can leave it. If you don't, you can add more. That swirl's looking kind of cool. Can you see how much the glitter moved up? Where do we start right about here? Now it's all the way up here. I even bring a little bit of the blue down into the sand there. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my dark. And I still want it a little bit darker up here. There's still a little bit too much of the white cup showing for what I'm going for here. Anybody have any questions? I'm going to bring a little bit of the dark down here. Can you kind of see it starting to take a little shape? It's still a little stringy looking. I don't know the word I was looking for there. Okay. Okay, so I do see a little blurb right there. Let me try to fix that, actually. There we go. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna add a little bit more on here. Again, I bring some down a little bit down into my sand. Add a little bit up here. I'm going to go back to my white. I'm going to add a little bit to my dark blue, and I know I said that I added more blue because I wanted to cover up some of the white, so it makes not a whole lot of sense why I'm adding the white when I wanted to cover up the white, but when you see how it swirls together, you'll understand. Okay. So I'm going to add a little bit more of the waves. I do really want to make those waves come out. And I have a visitor. See, isn't that cool? I've also seen some people get a heat gun and use that to kind of swirl it around as well. I don't use a heat gun, not on these cups anyways. I like to kind of let nature take its course with the dyes here. Oops. Oh, I got some on my table. Okay. Oh, shoot. Okay. I'm going to add actually 1 or 2 more drops of the alcohol dye. And you just want to play around with it, you know. You can't go wrong. I mean, you can't really mess it up. That's the glory of it. You don't have to be an artist, but it makes you look like an artist. We're just about done. No questions? I saw a couple people were able to join me. Mommy. Hold on, buddy. Still feel like I'm talking to myself, but that's okay. Not the first time, nor the last, right? No, I'm not alone in that. Okay. There you have it. That is how I make my beach tumblers with acrylic paint. I'm going to let this spin overnight. Man, that spot right there. Can you see it? I don't know what's causing that. I'm going to go and let this spin overnight. Like I said, in the next 3 or 4 hours, it'll really start to take shape. Spot's bugging me. Anyways, I'll go ahead and fix that in a minute. But if you have any questions, let me know below in the comments. Like the video, I'd appreciate it. Subscribe for more videos. I do have another Tumbler video. I have some more DIY videos, chapstick, bath bombs, things like that. Along with just our journey of life and my kids and everything we got going on. So I'd love it if you subscribed. I'll be putting some more videos up. I'll do an ombre tumbler video too and show you how I ombre the tumblers that I do with the glitter. Okay, we're gonna let that spin like so. Okay, well, I hope those of you that joined in were able to watch it okay, and I will see you all later. Good night.